Yeah, I thought it was a very good performance from our side. We talked a lot about the performance and the process before the game. I thought we had a very good week leading into this match. I think it's very difficult to play away at Portland. And I'm very proud of the group tonight. I thought there was belief throughout the entirety of the match. I thought they worked their socks off. And yeah, I think this is something that we have to build off of. Obviously, we wanted to walk away with 3 points. And yeah, I think it's very positive for us as a group. So I think that we need to use this momentum leading into next week as we prepare for Houston now, but very, very proud of the performance that was put out on the pitch tonight away at Portland.
Hey, Bev, just real quick, in case people want to use this for TV, do you want to back up just a little bit away from the camera? So,
Sorry.
in case, yeah, you're good. That's what I'm here for, is to help out. Any questions? Raise your hand. Michael Shaw has his hand raised. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Bev. The starting lineup was a little bit more veteran heavy than it has been in the last few matches. I'm sure some of that is availability, but was that a conscious decision to kind of go a little bit more veteran on the road here?
Yeah, it's obviously availability plays a big part into selection process. If players are available, what type of minutes they're available for. But I do, however, think the group as a whole has done a really good job when opportunity has presented itself to step in. Obviously it's a group and you need the whole team at all times. So anyone at any point could be called upon. But yes, I really felt very proud of the performance. I thought first half we were excellent. We were very good. At the second half, we came out, did some very good things. I think one of the biggest things we've talked about is there's been moments throughout matches that we've had really good spells. And I think this was bigger chunks throughout the 90 plus. Obviously, it was like 1-0 something, right, at the end of the match. So, yeah, very proud of the performance from the group.
Without getting into the officiating decision, team just kind of not losing their composure because I think you have a player unnecessarily suspended for next match.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of emotion after matches just in general. And we'll keep that between us as a group and what we discuss and how we continue to move forward. But obviously it's very difficult, right, to have a PK that late in the match. There were obviously several instances leading up to that we'd like to look into. I mean, at some point there was 2 balls on the pitch before the throw-in occurred for the ball that gets sent into the box. So I think that just emotion obviously is very high because we want to win. And we, worked hard and felt like we had a good, majority of this match performance-wise. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we will continue to look into things. I don't know much detail at this point. So once I know a little bit more detail, we will get together as a group and continue to assess things.
So I don't ask this question to get you in trouble. It's really just kind of more out of curiosity, just because I think we see it in leagues across the world. Is like, what can you do to kind of, get, the officiating to, at least kind of come out and have some transparency and accountability when things like this happen. I know sometimes you get decisions on the pitch explained to you, sometimes you don't. It seems like that's kind of a global issue. Sometimes, like what are I guess the question is, are there mechanisms in WSL just at least to answer or ask questions and feel like you can get an answer, like what exactly was the decision here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have the fair whistle reports for post-match that you can fill out, but it obviously doesn't change the results. But there is a platform that they've put in place for us to be able to communicate, obviously, some questions that we may have. They're quite proactive in getting back to us there. So, but yeah, that's probably the process that's currently in place here league-wide.
Okay, go ahead, Roy.
I promise I do have one related to earlier in the game, but just to get through all of this, like in real time, like how much clarity, if any, did you get on things related to the extended stoppage and the VAR decision? Like what did you even hear from the referees in terms of communication in the moment as to justifications of their decision?
Yeah, obviously it's just going back and forth with the fourth because that's the one that we're supposed to be in communication with. They said they were checking for a possible PK. We were obviously a bit confused just because the foul had been called for us, and then a card had been given. So yeah, I mean, look, it's very normal for emotion to be high. We are so passionate and care so much about the game. But controlling what we can control, and you can't overturn a call that's been given. So our jobs is to control what we can control. And I do think that there was a lot of good things that came out from this match, and a lot of good things that we can continue to move forward with.
And just related to that, I know I saw, especially when Savannah got subbed off, some of the hugs and embraces, and having her back after just her being out for an extended period. How much did it mean for you to see her have the performance that she had out there today?
Yeah, no, she's a very special player. She means a lot to this team, and she means a lot to this club and this city. And I think having her back, and I thought she was fantastic tonight. She's in very good form. She looks fresh, and she just brought such a spark to the match. So very excited that she's back. She worked very hard. I think one of the big things we talked about was the aggression in the press. At halftime, we spoke about wanting to continue that aggression. Hopefully, pick passes off higher up the pitch, cause a little bit of chaos. Um, and I thought she was a big contributor to that, on top of what she is able and capable of on the ball, on the dribble specifically. She's just fantastic. She's hard to get to. She's hard to take down. So yeah, very, very pleased, very happy that she's back, very happy that she's feeling healthy. And yeah, excited.
And then just about the sort of relative goal outburst here from you guys. I
Mhm.
know Ellie was talking about just being, really happy to when she looks up and takes her first touch and sees her forwards behind the back line. Like how much
Yeah.
of that do you think is down to adjustments that you guys have made versus just, what Portland threw at you? Like where did you see this outburst kind of come from in terms of what you guys were putting out there on the pitch?
Yeah, and I think like everybody, you talk about the results the previous weekend, you talk about wanting a bounce back, you talk about what that bounce back would look like for us, because everybody's a little bit different in kind of those requests and ideas of what a bounce back would look like. So in terms of that, I think the team came out in a difficult circumstance, like I said, coming all the way to the West Coast and playing in Portland. And I thought there was just such a high intensity to the match. I thought the group was very intentional about what they were doing today, very together in what they were doing. And I think as soon as they felt that that was gelling really well early on, it built confidence pretty early. So yeah, again, I think the bounce back, the mentality, all things that we kind of spoke about leading into this match and areas that we felt we could improve. I thought the group made a massive effort to showcase that. And I think result aside, and obviously the disappointment of the late goal, for us to walk away with 1 point comes down to performance and process. And I think in that standpoint, I think the players should be very proud of what the match looked like today.
If anybody else has questions, please raise your hand. We'll end on this if no one does. Bev, for you guys going forward, it's another road game next week. Obviously, there are positives to take away from this game for you guys. How do you spin those positives forward and hope for a good performance next week at Houston?
Yeah, absolutely. A quick turnaround for us. So getting together as a staff and understanding what we'd like to recap from this match. How do we prepare for the next match? The short lead into the match itself. Obviously, the game is on Friday. It's away. So there's a lot of things that will go into place in regards to what the process and plan will look like. So I think it's just getting our minds together as quick as possible to see what we'd like to do proceeding forward. But there is a lot of good things that we would like to build off of, and really excited for the match next weekend.